Hi, and welcome to 50 Shades of Blonde. I'm Missy Day.
And I'm Jill Branson.
And we are thrilled because we
so
have somebody
excited.
that's so important to us and in our life and our business. And he looks fabulous with his blonde hair, doesn't he? We have Guy Dawson with us today.
Wow.
Welcome,
This is
Guy.
the first time I've ever been blonde my whole life.
It looks good on you.
Thank you for having me on the show, ladies.
Thank you for coming. You know, I've known you for quite a while now, and you have just blessed me so much in my business, and I really appreciate that about you. And I do a giving award every month at the Like-Minded Lunch. And so since I haven't seen you at a Like-Minded Lunch, today's the day. I want to give you this giving key. It's a necklace with a key on it that has a word that I think reminds me of you, and that word is faith. Because I really appreciate you and the faith that you have in everybody that you come in contact with. So there you go. I want to give that to you.
Oh, this is
And
beautiful.
look, it
Thank
goes
you.
so awesome with his suit.
Isn't this
Yes.
beautiful?
That's beautiful.
Faith.
Yes, faith.
Go
Oh.
ahead.
So, what's new?
Yeah, what's new? You've got a lot of new stuff. What's new?
Public relations, marketing, networking, broadcasting. Yeah, it's there's always something to do.
You're always busy, aren't you?
Yes. Yes.
So first, tell us a little bit about Toastmasters and what it means
Yeah.
to be like the grand poobah of
Yeah.
Toastmasters.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I'm the grand poobah, but grand poobah means a lot of late nights. No. Toastmasters is the largest speaking and leadership organization in the world, and it has really been a big part of my life for about 10 years, and it's just a way for me to really contribute to the lives of other people in a way that there's an immediate impact. Because when you start becoming a better communicator, as the two of you are doing these shows on a regular basis, it really has a big impact on your relationships with people.
Mm-hmm.
And so
does.
that's when people ask me about Toastmasters all the time, and usually they think about getting up in front of a crowd and speaking, or getting in front of a camera and speaking, but I think it's really about interpersonal communication is something that you can really grow a lot from being a member of Toastmasters. Just communicating with your kids and your husband and your co-workers, things like
Really?
that.
Right.
It's very important.
I agree.
I hear that from a lot of people.
Oh, I should be wearing this, shouldn't I?
Yes, you should. I was going to say something,
Boy, I
but I
screwed
didn't
up
want to be rude.
Big time.
That's okay. We've been screwing up all night. Don't worry about it.
Well, that's TV.
That's okay.
So, I know that, you know, you, and from listening to your commercials over the years, you talk about classic communications where you make words sing,
Mhm.
right? What does that mean?
Well, it was a hook that we created when I first got the company started, and the fact that it means that basically we can do anything with words to make them harmonize with your message is what it really is.
I
Oh,
love
I
that.
like that.
I
Anything
love
that we
it.
say is meant to create harmony in your message is what it was really about.
That's awesome. So, what is the best thing about? Okay, let me backtrack. If you could pick one thing out of the 400 things you do, which is your
Good
favorite?
luck with that.
Which is my favorite? There's really
Oh,
not
wow.
a favorite. I'm obsessed with communication. And I think when you really find the thing that you're obsessed with, like I am, it just doesn't, everything just works. They all have their points. I mean, I do love marketing. I really like to create messages for people and to help people to get the word out about what they do. But that just takes on so many different forms with broadcasting, and then now we're starting to do the networking groups too. And starting to help Team Referral Network build networking chapters, which is a big thing that I enjoy is serving people and
Connecting.
aspiring entrepreneurs.
Right.
And getting together and creating business that way, because as both of you know, we built our businesses that way.
Right.
And if introducing that to people and putting people in positions to be able to truly build a business through business networking is something that I've always enjoyed.
You definitely are the master of networking.
Yeah, yeah. I've learned from some great people, and I continue to learn. And we all have our ways that we go about it.
Right.
Right. So what I learned was I had a career previously as a Mary Kay beauty consultant, and
Who
what
would've
I learned
thought?
was really that women are the true master networkers are women.
It's true.
Because women their whole life is networking.
Yep.
It's not something I have to consciously network, but women,
It's natural.
it's your life.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And so as you go along, you learn things from people. You just pick up tips on how to be more effective as a networker, but it's I'm really liking the networking thing now, meeting all these new people. When
bet
you
you're
start building
excited,
networking
yeah.
chapters, as you know, Missy, because you've been doing a lot of it, and you too,
Mm-hmm.
Jill, is that you get to meet so many new people
Right,
when
it's
you really
wonderful.
get it. I've been doing a lot of other things the last couple of years, and I haven't been meeting as many new people as I'm meeting right now. And I just love that. I'm just energized
I do
by
too.
people.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have to say, because I was a flight attendant, I was always gone, and when I first moved here, I had no way to really meet people.
Mhm.
And that once I started with networking, that's when it's like I've made lifelong friends. It's
Mhm.
been wonderful. Like Missy.
Yeah.
Like me. I want to mention one thing just because I get not tired, but yeah, I get tired of listening to my friends talk about how wonderful you are as a book coach. Because, Toyin worked with you, Beth's working with you, writing her book. They both can't say enough about you. So where does the book coaching fit in to what you do?
Well, I have a real affinity for authors. I just think being an author is a profession that really contributes a lot to people. And years ago, I've been working a lot with authors on the PR side since I got my business started, creating media kits and book signings, all types of things, writing press releases, distributing them, getting them booked on radio shows, TV shows, things like that. But the thing that always bothered me is that they wouldn't be making money off of their books. And they would give me money, so I would get my money for whatever it
Right.
was that they hired me for. But they just could never get their platforms to go, and I just couldn't understand. I hate to see people have these wonderful ideas, and the books are great, and they're motivated, and they want to help, but they don't know how to get the word out about their books.
Right.
So I started doing a lot of research into publishing, and what I begun to understand is you have to engineer a book. It's not something that you just write and then say, okay, I've got my book here, and now I want people to buy it.
Right.
It starts when you see books in a bookstore. From the very beginning, every word was engineered in those books. That's why they're there. There's a whole platform that is developed from that. So after a few years of studying publishing a lot, I learned that there is actually a science to being a successful author. And I've just been working with authors personally. Toyin, she was a great client, because she just, once I got it across to her what it was really about, and it's the same thing with Beth now. A lot of times people don't know how great they are, or what you really can
That's
do.
true.
They think that someone else can do it, but that's not true. There's a formula for success. You two are developing this TV show. There's a formula that makes it work, makes people want to come on and do
Right.
it. And it's the same thing with being an author or anything else. And not everybody has to go and discover it on their own. Sometimes let someone else discover the formula, and then you hire them, and then you've got the formula. So that's what happened with Toyin, is that I said, okay, Toyin, this is what you do. And then she just took it and ran with it, and they're paying her all this money to speak. And I see that same mentality. They're friends of Missy, so they're coachable.
Right.
And that's critical.
Right.
Well, we are out of time.
Out of time.
This went
You
really
mean shows
fast with
end?
you. Oh my
It's
gosh.
really
Shows
fast,
end on WCOBM? I thought everybody just stayed in here
We
forever.
want you to share what you have coming up here.
Oh, yes.
Oh, so we've got a huge event with Infinity Business over the weekend. There's an
So
expo.
excited.
Yeah. I have another project that is recently launched. It's called the PRConnectionsRadio.com. It's an internet radio station, and we're going to be doing a live broadcast from that event. And Tony and I have been friends for years.
I'm
and
excited about
It's been
that.
great to see him become so
At the
successful
Suncoast.
with these events. It's at the Suncoast, and
Yeah.
from 6 to 9 on Thursday. And I think that if you're wanting to grow your business, you need to get around in environments like that where you're
Right.
around a lot of successful entrepreneurs. So I would encourage you to come and stop by the booth, and I'll interview you on the radio.
That sounds awesome.
Yes, he does a great job too.
Well, thank you, Guy, for coming on. We
Yes,
appreciate you
thank
so much.
you.
We love you tons, and appreciate everything that you do for us. And we appreciate all of you also. And so this is a wrap for a 2-hour show that went by just like that.
No hat next month.
So thank you, everybody.
Way to go, Shades of Blonde.